This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, what's up? We greatly appreciate it. Come on in, make yourself at home. You know the routine. This week takes me to one of my favorite watering holes, Cash America Pawnshop. However, this week is without a doubt the biggest Blu-ray pickup I've done for the year 2025. 55 Blu-rays. They actually gave me a heads up the month prior to let me know that they had 3 boxes of Blu-rays that are coming in. So when the day came, went there and cleaned up. So I have some bangers in here, so it's going to be a slightly longer video. But before I get into what I picked up at the pawn shop, not only do I collect movies, yes, I'm one of these weird, wild individuals. I actually watch them. And on a weekly basis, I like to share some of the things I've watched, either streaming on a Fire Stick, live in theater with my family, or actual physical media. And I'm going to kick it off with some physical media. This is the 2012 action crime drama thriller Clean Skin. This is directed and written by Hadi Hajjaj, produced by Ian Coventry, starring Sean Bean, Charlotte Rampling, Abhin Galea, Tom Burke, Twopence Middleton. The plot behind this: while working undercover as a bodyguard to armed sealer Harry, former soldier turned secret agent Ewan survives a bloody shootout with a member of an Islamic terrorist cell. Ewan's spymaster tasks Ewan with hunting down the cell's member and retrieving the information needed. And very evenly paced movie as far as action, crime, drama, and thriller. As I'm watching this, it goes into how a person becomes radicalized and becomes a terrorist, though, but it does in such a way where you actually gain a little bit of sympathy for the quote-unquote terrorist. And I believe the director and writer specifically fashioned this movie so you'd kind of have a predisposed opinion about the quote-unquote terrorist, though. But the way they ended it was such a twist that just made the movie that much better. So if you like those crime thrillers with a very, very smooth twist at the end, so it's a thinking movie. If you like those kind of movies, definitely check out Clean Skin. My next pick is a 1984 action comedy crime romance, Wheels on Meals. This was directed by Sammo Hung Campbell, better known as Sammo Hung, produced by Raymond Chow, written by Edward Tang. This stars Jackie Chan, Bio Yoon, Sammo Hung, Benny Urquidez, Keith Vitale. The plot behind this: cousins Thomas and David, owner of a mobile restaurant, team up with their friend Moby, a bumbling private detective, to save the beautiful Sylvia, a pickpocket. And I just recently watched the movie Dragons Forever that had Jackie Chan, Biao Yun, Sammo Hung, and Betty Urquidez. I like that one a little bit better. I like the storyline a little bit better. This was still fun. Great choreography, great fight scene between Jackie Chan and Benny the Jet. But the storyline for Dragons Forever was a little bit more heartwarming. Sammo Hung was a little bit more charismatic in this movie. He's a little bit more bumbling idiot in this one, though, but still great choreography, fun movie. If you like Jackie Chan, Sammo Hung, definitely check out Wheels on Meals. Next pick is the 1974 adventure thriller Gold. This was directed by Peter R. Hunt, produced by Michael Klinger, written by Wilbur Smith. This stars Roger Moore of the James Bond fame, Susanna York, Ray Milland, Bradford Dillman, Sir John Gielgud. The plot behind this: Rod Slater is a newly appointed general manager of the Sonderditch gold mine, but he stumbles across an ingenious plot so the unscrupulous owners can make a killing in the international market. And I was expecting a little bit more James Bond, I guess, action spy movies. Not that type of movie. Just because Roger Moore's in it, I just made that assumption though. But it is a movie about market manipulation, corporate crime. You have romance in there. You have forbidden love. You have backstabbing in there, and you do have some action scenes in there while they're actually in the mines. They do a great job of showing how far down these people are actually going in these mines just to mine for gold, and just the greed some of these corporate people have, and the disregard for the actual people who are actually there doing the work for them. So, really good movie, good ending. Roger Moore is his usual smooth James Bond self, but he's not James Bond. So if you like that, I'll put it almost on a level of The Big Short as far as the corporate manipulation goes. But again, you do have the romance and the adventure. So if you like that type of combination of movies, plus if you're a Roger Moore fan like I am, definitely check out this classic Gold. My last pick, speaking of classics, is the 1986 action comedy horror science fiction film Maximum Overdrive. This is directed and written by Stephen King, produced by Dino De Laurentiis. This stars Emilio Estevez, Pat Hingle, Laura Harrington, Yurtley Smith, John Short. The plot behind this: when a comet passes close to the Earth, machines all over the world come alive and go on homicidal rampages. A group of people at a desolate truck stop are held hostage by a gang of homicidal 18-wheelers. The frightened people set out to defeat their killer machines or be killed by them. And this is just fun, classic Stephen King. What I love about going back watching these old movies, you pick up things you didn't watch the first time. I didn't realize that Stephen King actually makes a cameo right at the very beginning. Also, in probably the first 5 minutes, you have a very young Giancarlo Esposito. If you're not familiar with Giancarlo Esposito, he's been in several Spike Lee movies. He was also in the television show Breaking Bad. He was a restaurant owner. So, fun movie. Scary, no, but it did have kind of a dark comedy aspect to it. Love watching Emilio Estevez. He reminds me a lot just how it looks like his father, Martin Sheen. But again, fun Stephen King movie. A little bit on the silly side though, but great classic 80s horror. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink of a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. Back at the Black Cave, back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have my set of 55 Blu-rays that I picked up from Cash America Pawnshop. So this is going to be a little bit of a long one just because of the quantity. But I'm going to scan these in and hopefully get you good people on your way in a timely fashion. So hold on. All right, we're going to jump right into these here. Going to kick it off with Trade It. Tracy Atkins, Michael Page, Chris Christopherson, the late Chris Christopherson. Blind Buy. It seems like I used to see this at Dollar Tree. It's a Cinegem release. Trade It. Next, we have Motherhood with Uma Thurman, Minnie Driver, and Anthony Edwards. And this is the NEIM. NEIM/Ideal release. Not familiar with them. Motherhood, comedy. Next we have The Disappearance of Alice Creed. I've seen the DVD of this a lot. Not necessarily the Blu-ray. Looks like a suspense thriller. And this is a Maple release. There's, I believe, a lot of Canadian, French releases in this batch. The Disappearance of Alice Creed. Next, we have The Experimenter, Peter Sarsgaard, Winona Ryder. My wife says she's seen this as a pretty decent film. It's a Magnolia release. Next, we have Stone Cold Steve Austin, Damage, Bring the Pain. It's another low budget action film, 20th Century Fox. Next, we have Syrup. I believe it's another Dollar Tree title. I used to see on DVD a lot. Magnolia release. Looks like, I believe I saw the trailer. It looks pretty interesting. Syrup. Looks like a corporate black comedy. Not positive. Syrup. Naomi Watts, Shut In. And this is just on the case, not on the inside artwork. 20th Century Fox release. Nice artwork on the DVD as well as the Blu-ray. Shut In. Magnolia release. Next we have Freeway Killer. Michael Rooker is the only name that sounds familiar. It's an Image release. It's like a suspense thriller. Nice artwork on the back. Next we have Walled In. Not familiar with any of those actors or actresses. This is a Anchor Bay release, so more than likely it's out of print. Walled In. We have another Stone Cold Steve Austin, Knockout. This is a Phase 4 release. Phase 4 film release, Knockout. Next we have a double feature here, Direct Contact, which I think I have on another disc, multiple discs, with Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, maybe Steven Seagal, I can't remember, or Van Damme. Command Performance, interesting film. Dolph Lundgren plays a drummer in a band in Russia, so it's an interesting film. Command Performance and Direct Contact. This is a First Look Studio. Yep, First Look Studio release. Direct Command, so Direct Contact and Command Performance. Next we have Moonwalker, Ron Perlman, Rupert Grint from Harry Potter. Interesting film. It's about the CIA trying to hire Stanley Kubrick to film a fake moon landing. It's a comedy, it's an Alchemy release. Moonwalkers. Next, looks like a drama suspense. John Malkovich. I'm a big John Malkovich fan. Disgrace. Never even heard of this, though, but it looked interesting. Image release. Like it's won a couple of awards. Nice artwork on the back. Disgrace. Next, we have Guy Pearce, Danny Huston, Emily Watson, and The Proposition. This is kind of a slow watch. Interesting, but just a little methodical. It's first look studio release. Decent movie though, just didn't like the pacing, it was a little slow. The Proposition. Next, we have Playing for Keeps. Again, haven't heard of this, but Gerard Butler, Jessica Biel, Uma Thurman, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Dennis Quaid. So it looks like maybe a romantic comedy. It's another Image. No, Millennium. No, Millennium by way of Sony. Sony release, essentially. Playing for Keeps. Next, looks like we have a maybe slightly raunchy comedy here. Wild Cherry. Rob Schneider. She looks familiar. This is another Image release. Wild Cherry. Next we have Berry Monday. That's Malcolm McDowell, looks like. It's a Magnolia release. Berry Monday. And by the way, if you've seen any of these, let me know which one I should watch first. Leave it in the comments. We have Josie. It's a Screen Media release. Nice artwork on the disc here. Josie. We have Narrows. With Vincent D'Onofrio. It's an Image release. It's going to be a suspense crime thriller. Nice red artwork on the back. We have Exposed with Keanu, aka John Wick Reeves. Haven't seen this one either. So Lionsgate release. It's like a spy film or something. Exposed. Next we have Syriana. Matt Damon, George Clooney, Jeffrey Wright. I did not realize he won an Academy for this. It's a Warner Brothers release. Nice artwork on the disc for Warner Brothers. Normally you have the rather blah artwork. Syriana. Like a Western here, Sweet Country. Sam Neill over there. This is a Sony release. Sweet Country. Rather blah work on the disc, artwork. Next we have Cuba Gooding Jr., Way of War. I've seen this a lot on DVD, not necessarily on Blu-ray. This is another First Look Studio. Way of War. Next we have Anthropoid, like maybe a foreign crime thriller maybe. It's a Universal release. Might be a period piece like World War II or something. Anthropoid. Next we have Return to Sender. Shella Fernandez, Rosamund Pike, Nick Nolte. I don't know, it's kind of a revenge thriller movie. Kind of looks like he's carrying a misery sledgehammer or an axe, I can't tell. RLJ release. Return to Sender. Ever After, Drew Barrymore, Angelica Houston, A Cinderella Story. Never seen this. 20th Century Fox release. Ever After. Next we have The Orphan Man. Liam Neeson, Antonio Banderas. I don't know if it's like an infidelity movie. Image release. I like Liam and Antonio Banderas, so that might be an interesting combination. Camp X-Ray. I think this is available on Hamilton Book for like $5. Didn't pay that much, of course. Kristen Stewart. Only names I really recognize. It's an IFC Films release. Camp X-Ray. Next we have The Power of Few with Christopher Walken. Big, huge Christopher Walken fan. Anthony Anderson, Christian Slater. Moon Blood God. I think I know who that is. So, looks like a crime thriller. This is a Vivendi release, Vivendi. Power of Few, nice artwork on the disc also. Power of Few. Frank and Lola, love both actor and actress. Michael Shannon and Imogen Poots. I know she got teased as a child with that name, Imogen Poots. It's a Universal release. Ooh. Next we have Secret in Their Eyes. Julia Roberts, Nicole Kidman, Chiwetel Ejiofor. Ejiofor, I'm sure I'm murdering that man's name. Secret in Their Eyes. Looks like a suspense thriller. Universal release. Typical Universal artwork on the Blu-ray and the disc. The Pilgrimage. I actually saw a trailer for this. We've seen this at Dollar General a lot, but I think it went $4 or $5, so definitely glad to pick this up for the price point. Tom Holland, Richard Armitage, and John Bernthal. I think that's the guy from Walking Dead. I'm not positive. RLJ release. Yeah, that's the guy from The Walking Dead, and also from The Accountant and the upcoming, well, current sequel, Accountant 2. Pilgrimage, RLJ release, double disc. Next, I had a bootleg of this, so glad to upgrade to the Blu-ray. John Cusack, Bruce Willis, Jason Patrick, The Prince. I think this is a French-Canadian release, Le Prince. This is a VVS Films release. It has some pretty decent independent, mid-budget movies. It's probably a Dollar Tree pickup. I remember seeing the DVD, can never find the Blu-ray for this, so glad to pick this up. Next we have, looks like a comedy here. Christopher Walken, Sharon Stone, Amanda Peet, $5 a day. It's another Image release, a lot of Image releases. First Look, VVS in the set, $5 a day. Next is another Dollar Tree pickup. DVD pickups are glad to upgrade to the Blu-ray. Got Bryan Cranston in here, Robert Duvall, Ed Harris, Selena Gomez. So you got a known cast. Momentum release. I know at one time Dollar Tree had a lot of Momentums, similar style of artwork on the Blu-ray and the disc. Momentum release. Next we have The Last Word, Winona Ryder, Wes Bentley, a romantic comedy. Another Image release. Pink film. Nice artwork on the back. The Last Word. Next we have Term Life with Vince Vaughn and Haley Steinfeld from Sinners. It's a decent watch. Universal release. Term Life, kind of a suspense thriller, crime thriller. Heat Stroke, decent watch. Another Dollar Tree upgrade. Stephen Dorff. Had a twist I really didn't expect in this though, but decent watch, good movie. It's a Phase 4 Films release. Heat Stroke. And we're winding down here. Sean Bean, Clean Skin. I believe this is the American Imprints release. Decent movie, really good movie. Surprised me at the end. My own biases kind of make me ignore the possible outcome. So very good movie, Clean Skin. Next, Night Hunter, Henry Cavill, Ben Kingsley, Alexandra Daddario. Another good movie, VBS release. Didn't realize that Henry Cavill was not American. He's actually British, because he has an accent in this movie. So I guess I just never listened to him in his interviews. But very good movie, surprise ending. Nice slipcover here, Night Hunter. Next we have Dawn Rider, Christian Slater, Jill Hennessy, and Don Sutherland, the late Donald Sutherland. Western. This is a Vivendi release. Just the Blu-ray on here, Dawn Rider. Next we have Black Butterfly, Antonio Banderas and Jonathan Rhys Meyers. It's a VBS release. It's like a suspense thriller. The DVD and the Blu-ray, I'm sure the artwork is just a flip work of that, just in a different language, in French, I believe. Black Butterfly. Justice, another Western here. Nice raised printing on the slipcover. Recognize him. Universal release. Generic Universal artwork on the disc. Justice. Angel of Mine. Actually, interesting. I'm watching another Blu-ray in this lot, and actually had a trailer for this. So, trailer looks very interesting. Naomi Rapace, Luke Evans, Naomi Rapace from the girl with the dragon tattoo, I believe. I like her as an actress. Angel of Mine, the VVS release. Acts of Vengeance, Antonio Banderas, Carl Urban. Looks like a crime thriller, another VVS release. Acts of Vengeance. Conspirator. Directed by Robert Redford. Get James McAvoy, Robin Wright, Kevin Kline, Danny Huston, Tom Williamson. This is a Lionsgate release. It's a Conspirator. This is the deluxe edition. Bruce Willis, Trauma Center. It's a Lionsgate release. Same artwork on the back. Trauma Center. Love and Honor, Liam Hemsworth, Teresa Palmer. It's like a drama, romance, war film possibly. Same artwork on the back. This is VVS release. VVS film release. Different artwork. No, it's not artwork, just in French. Love and Honor. Next we have Teen Spirit with Elle Fanning, and the producers of La La Land, which I will probably never watch. Universal release. Teen Spirit. Universal release. The Wedding Year. Sarah Hyland, which I'm not familiar with. Tyler James Williams. I think that's the guy from Everyone Hates Chris, I believe, TV show. VVS Films release. Same artwork on the back. The Wedding Year. So that's romantic comedy, I'm assuming. Maybe a dramedy. Riot. Matthew Reese, Dolph Lundgren, Chuck Liddell from the UFC, The Iceman. Fun watch. Universal release. Chuck Liddell's not known for his acting. More known for knocking people out when he was a UFC fighter though, but definitely still fun watch. Same artwork on the back. It's on the slipcover. Universal release. Been glad to pick this up. Heard a lot of good things about this. Jim Carrey in a non-comedic role. Dark Crimes from the executive producers of The Revenant and Black Mass with Johnny Depp. Very good movie. This is a Lionsgate release. The DVD and the Blu-ray. Nice artwork. Lionsgate. Wicked Blood, another good movie. This kind of a trailer park crime movie. dealing with meth. It's an E1 release. Got Sean Bean in here again. Same artwork. It's an E1 release. Very good movie. Very good movie. She's like a little gangster in training right there. Close this all the way. There we go. We get Blood. Pusher. Not familiar with any of these actors, but looks like an action film. E1. E1 has some decent movies. Same artwork here. I have the DVD and the Blu-ray. Pusher. Looks like it might have been another Dollar Tree. And the one I've been looking for to complete the set. And I believe I could have found this online for maybe $10, probably without the slipcover, but again, happy to get this, especially at the price point, because I was looking for this to complete the set. And I'll show you the other seasons, probably some upcoming videos, or at least the last season. Eastbound Down. And I haven't watched this yet though, but this guy's just a straight clown, so it lasted 4 seasons, so it had to be somewhat entertaining to last that long, I believe. First season, Eastbound Down. And my 3D pick for the week is another Turbine pick. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. And I've been relatively happy with Turbine. They're popping out more 3D releases. I believe they did Fast and Furious 9. Super Mario Brothers, Flight Migrations, a couple of new titles, so hopefully I'll be picking those up soon. This is the flip art. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. And this is my rather large Cash America Pawnshop pickup for the week. And this is what I paid for that. 55 movies, 110 bucks. So essentially $2 and some change a piece. Now this is the part where I separate the art from the disc and the plastic. See if any of these make the shelves and get you good people on your way. Hold on. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app. C is in clean skin, L is in last word, Z is in Zardoz. Let's knock this out. have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, leaving comments. If you made it this far, smash a like, give me the big thumbs up. Make sure you check out my Saturday video, same place, same time. Saturday's my collection videos. Again, this is kind of a huge pickup though. Very rare, have quantity and quality. So, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone, please be safe. Deuces.